Good morning, everyone. In the previous session of human resource management, I was explaining about tests and various types of tests that can be used by any organization depending upon the type of job for which they are finding or searching for a suitable candidate. So that was the last topic of the first unit. So after completion of the first unit, the theoretical portion of the first unit is over. Now I am going to explain you a case study. So this is the first case study which I am going to explain today, and I am going to explain another case study. So there will be two case studies in one unit, related to one unit. So in the first case study, first of all, I am going to explain you about the case. Then I am going to explain how to solve the case, and then I will explain about the presentation, how a particular group of BBA second year or BBA first year is going to prepare for this presentation. Okay, so let's begin the session. So the name of the case study is Cashing in on the HR Advantage. It's simply, the heading simply means that how we are taking advantage of the HR department or HR aspect, the human resource management aspect, how we are converting into money, how we are converting human resource management into money. That is all about the case, and how it is useful for the organization in each and every way. So this is a case about B&B company. B&B company started its business in 1950s. So the specific year is not mentioned. So it began its operations in between 1950s. So since that time, this organization has been very successful in its operations. The organization expanded a lot, earned a large amount of profit, good reputation in the market. So everything was going very well since its incorporation, since its beginning. But since last 8 years, there was a major problem in the organization, that is the employee turnover. Large number of people, huge number of people started leaving the organization. Now this labor turnover increased every year, which created a major problem for the company, and it was the major concern for the organization. Every organization wants to know why so many of their employees started leaving the job. So this became one of the major concern for the organization. But the managing director had a point of view that salary structure is not the reason behind this labor turnover or employee turnover, which means that salary is not the reason because of which employees are leaving the organization. There must be something else. But why managing director is so much convinced about this idea that salary structure is not the reason behind employee turnover? The reason is that there was a survey conducted regarding the salary structure of BNB and other organizations, their competitors and other organizations who are in the same type of business. So while comparing the salary structure of BNB with other organizations, they found out that their salary structure is almost same. So it is now clear that employees are not leaving their organization to join their competitors for better salary, because BNB is also providing a good amount of salary to all their employees. So that's why the managing director is convinced that salary is not the reason behind the employee turnover. We need to find out the basic reason behind this situation. And for that purpose, the managing director of B&B company asked Mr. Malhotra, who was a senior manager, to look into this situation to find out the reasons behind this situation. So what Mr. Malhotra did, he interviewed with some of the senior managers of the organization, and after listening to their point of view, listening to the answers of those senior managers, he came to a conclusion that the basic reason behind employee turnover is the absence of the HR department. Okay, so according to him, this was the major reason. So that was his point of view, because he, after listening to the other senior managers, he actually concluded, he believed that we don't have a HR department, and this is one of the major reasons behind the employee turnover, higher rate of employee turnover. That was his point of view, his belief. So when he approached the MD about this, about his belief and his point of view regarding this situation, he told the MD that because we do not have an HR department, and that is the major reason behind higher employee turnover. Employees are leaving the organization due to the absence of an HRD department. So when Mr. Malhotra communicated this idea, his point of view, to the MD of the organization, the MD asked Mr. Malhotra to prepare a proposal. The proposal favoring his concept, his idea, his case for the HRD department. So the MD asked Mr. Malhotra to prepare a detailed proposal stating the benefits, the advantages, the reasons why our organization must have an HR department, the reasons how HR department can actually reduce the employee turnover, what are the various ways of reducing turnover through HR department, what is the role of HR department within the organization. That needs to be prepared by Mr. Malhotra. So MD asked to prepare a proper proposal supporting his belief, supporting his point of view regarding the creation of HR department within the organization. And after that, Mr. Malhotra created a detailed proposal favoring the concept of HR department, and how HR manager can become very important in the competitive environment. He highlighted the role of an HR manager in this competitive scenario, where every organization is competing with the other competitors to be in the market, to become successful, to earn higher profits, at the same time satisfying employees and retaining efficient employees by reducing the employee turnover. So he explained the role of HR manager in the competitive scenario. So in this proposal, he mentioned few important points highlighting the role of HR department and the role of the HR professionals. So the first point that he mentioned, that HR manager plays a crucial role in the company's growth and success. His first point in the proposal that HR manager creates an environment where growth and success becomes easy for the company. He or she plays a major role in the company's success by various ways, by motivating employees, by encouraging them to perform better, and various other aspects. The second point that he mentioned in the proposal, that the HR professionals often play the role of strategic partner. Strategic partner here means that they motivate the employees, they encourage them to perform better. They also, HR professional also helps the organization in creation of such strategies, which is not only going to benefit the organization, but at the same time it is going to benefit the employees and satisfy them. Now, he also mentioned the role of HR department in the financial well-being of the organization, how financial decisions which are taken within the organization has major contribution from the HR side. So these are the basic important reasons which Mr. Malhotra mentioned necessary regarding the creation of HR department. He also mentioned that HR management will provide specialized service. Specialized service in what areas? In the areas of selection, how to prepare proper recruitment process, which source should be selected for a particular type of job. Then what are the methods which must be selected for the purpose of selection, how this selection procedure needs to be created so that the right person can be appointed at the right place. So it helps in different types of areas, whether they are creating a reward system, whether they are creating salary structure, employee welfare, other things. So HR department can manage all these areas. So that may help the organization in various ways so that the other departments can simply concentrate on other factors of the organization. Let HR department handle each and everything related to the human resource. He also focused on points that how companies become successful because of this HR department. An organization, a company having an efficient HR department can lead to the success of the organization. These are the various points that he described in his proposal. He also mentioned that the HR manager can the HR manager can take challenging positions in the different scenario. He can accept challenging situations. He can take proper decision. At the same time, the HR manager can manage conflict, can increase the raise the performance bar. This person, the HR manager, can manage each and every aspect of human resource. He can manage conflict. He can create an agreement within a group of people. He can motivate them. He can motivate to increase the performance bar. So these things are possible only if they have a HR department with the efficient HR manager. So these are the things, these are the important points mentioned by Mr. Malhotra in his proposal. He concluded that by saying that HR professionals are exceptionally valued because HR professionals, they have a quality, they have the experience and efficiency to understand the mindset of of a person. They can understand how a person behaves in a particular situation. They can analyze them. They can observe the behavior. They can manage the human resource in such a better way. They can provide counseling sessions. They can provide performance coaching and various other aspects can be included only if the organization has only if the organization have a HR department. So he also mentioned that how HR department will help to link the need of the organization with the employee satisfaction, how to connect the different strategies of the organization by not sacrificing the not sacrificing the employee satisfaction or employee welfare. So HR management can actually create a proper and healthy relationship between the organization and between the organization and the employees. So this was the basic proposal provided by Mr. Malhotra to the MD, supporting his belief that why HR department is so essential for an organization, not only to reduce employee turnover also, but it is also necessary for benefiting organization in various ways, whether it comes to motivation of the employees, whether it comes to increasing the performance of the employees, whether it comes to handling the problems, the issues of the human resource working within the organization. So it manages each and every aspect related to human resource. And this provides a big support to the organization in different ways. So this was the actual proposal created by Mr. Malhotra, and he provided this proposal, he submitted this proposal to the MD. Okay. So now there are two questions which you all need to answer. First of all, the first question here says that, can Mr. Malhotra actually sell this idea of HR department to MD? Now, in this case, only Mr. Malhotra has focused only on one point, that is HR department, existence and creation of HR department. That was his point of view, that was his belief that this is the solution for higher rate of employee turnover. So can he sell this idea basing only on HR department to the MD, that this is the basic solution to the every problem that we have in the organization? So can he actually do it? You have to answer this question. This question. The second question is, if you are in the position of Mr. Malhotra, which function and role of HR you would have focused, you would have given more stress on? So these are the two questions which you have to answer. The second question actually means that keep yourself in Mr. Malhotra's place, and according to you, which other functions, what are the various other roles of HR which could have been focused in this situation. So place yourself in the position of Mr. Malhotra and answer this question. If you are Mr. Malhotra, what kind of proposal you could have created to support the creation of HR department? What is your vision regarding the importance of HR, the functions of HR which are very much necessary in the organization? So I think this case is very simple, very clear, that here you have to just emphasize on the importance of HR in the success of the organization, and how the creation of HR department is not only going to benefit the organization, but it is also going to benefit the human resource, the people who are working in the organization. So this is a very simple case. Now how you're supposed to solve this? First of all, go through the case, go through the entire video, how I have explained the case to you all. Then write down a brief summary of the case so that you can understand what is the case is all about. What's the case all about? So write down the summary, then write down the important points. Now these important points may be major problems, some of the important problem situations. So write down the basic important points of the case. Then do a SWOT analysis in this situation. What are the strengths and what are the weaknesses of this case, of the company? What are the opportunities of the company? So do a SWOT analysis and then write down the answers of these questions. Now the group which is supposed to present the case, they are supposed to present it in the same manner. Just explain it in a brief manner, what is the case, what the case is all about. Then explain the key points, the important points of the case. Do a SWOT analysis and give answers to these two questions. Okay, that is all you all have to do. So this is the first case of the subject of the first unit. In the next session, I am going to again explain another important case related to first unit. Okay, so I think you all actually understood what you're supposed to do in this case. You have to understand the basic, you have to go through the entire unit in order to solve this case, so that you can understand the importance, the role HR actually plays in the success of the organization and why it is so important. Now you can also focus in other areas, because this case Mr. Malhotra has only focused on the HR department, the importance of HR department. If you have any other way of reducing, any other method of reducing employee turnover in your mind, you can also include that. So here you have to represent your opinion and point of view in like the way you have understood it and how you would like to solve the case. Okay, so that's it for today's session. In the next session, I'll come up with another case study, which I will explain in a detailed manner, and again you have to solve that. So first of all, go through the case, solve this case, and submit me the assignment. Okay. So that's it for today. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.